On July 8, 2025, a devastating flash flood struck the Rasuwagadhi border area between Nepal and China, severely damaging infrastructure, disrupting bilateral trade, and leaving dozens of people dead or missing. The disaster, caused by intense monsoon rains and suspected glacial activity in the upper Himalayan basin, swept through the Bhote Koshi River Valley, one of the main arteries of Nepal-China trade and connectivity. The flood struck early on Monday, inundating the Rasuwagadhi Kerung border point, where the Friendship Bridge, Miteri Bridge, once stood. The powerful surge of water swept away the entire bridge, submerged nearby customs infrastructure, and washed away dozens of parked cargo trucks, containers, and hundreds of electric vehicles awaiting clearance from China. The Bhote Koshi River, which flows from Tibet, China, into Nepal, overflowed after a night of torrential rainfall in the Himalayan catchment area. Initial assessments indicate the potential involvement of a glacial lake outburst flood, GLOF, in the upstream region of Tibet, though confirmation from Chinese authorities was pending at the time of reporting. As of the latest official updates, at least 1 to 8 people have been confirmed dead. Between 18 and 31 people remain missing, including 14 Nepali citizens, many of them drivers and workers, 611 Chinese nationals, and 3 personnel from Nepal's Armed Police Force, APF, stationed at the border. Approximately 55 to 57 individuals were rescued, including Nepalis, Chinese nationals, and Indian traders. The Nepalese Army, Armed Police Force, and local disaster response units quickly deployed to the scene. A helicopter-based search and rescue operation has been mobilized. Torrential water and debris continue to impede rescue operations, though efforts to locate the missing are ongoing. The collapse has halted all trade through the Rasuwagadhi Kerung route, prompting emergency diversion of goods through India. According to customs officials, the damage will take weeks, if not months, to fully assess and repair. Experts anticipate economic delays, loss of inventory, and increased costs for importers and traders in Nepal. Nepal is experiencing an increasing frequency of extreme weather events, particularly during the June-September monsoon period. The Himalayas are especially vulnerable to climate change-induced hydrological hazards, including glacial lake outburst floods, GLOFs, landslides, and flash floods. The destruction of the Rasuwagadhi Bridge represents a major blow to Nepal's international trade, especially imports from China. This bridge is one of only 2 major overland trading points between Nepal and China, with a significant volume of goods, especially electronics, automobiles, and construction materials, transiting through it daily. Among the destroyed assets, dozens of trucks and containers, some fully loaded with goods, several customs and administrative buildings, including import-export documentation centers, hundreds of newly imported Chinese electric vehicles, swept downstream by the flood. The collapse has halted all trade through the Rasuwagadhi Kerung route, prompting emergency diversion of goods through India. According to customs officials, the damage will take weeks, if not months, to fully assess and repair. Experts anticipate economic delays, loss of inventory, and increased costs for importers and traders in Nepal. Environmental and climatic context. Nepal is experiencing an increasing frequency of extreme weather events, particularly during the June-September monsoon period. The Himalayas are especially vulnerable to climate change-induced hydrological hazards, including glacial lake outburst floods, gel-offs, landslides, and flash floods. While direct attribution is still under investigation, early signs suggest upstream factors in Tibet, including glacial meltwater accumulation or a landslide dam breach, may have contributed to the intensity of the floodwaters. If confirmed, this event would exemplify the growing regional risk posed by glacial hazards amid warming temperatures. The incident has reignited calls from Nepali environmentalists and international observers for enhanced transboundary early warning systems between Nepal and China, including data sharing on glacial lake levels, precipitation, and snowmelt trends. Nepal's Home Ministry and the Department of Hydrology and Meteorology have issued advisories urging residents along the Bhote Koshi and Trishuli river corridors to remain alert. In a press briefing, Nepali authorities acknowledged the scale of the damage and emphasized cross-border coordination with Chinese officials in locating the missing and rebuilding infrastructure. No official statement from the Chinese government had been made publicly available as of Tuesday afternoon, though coordination efforts were reportedly underway at the diplomatic level. The flood highlights the fragile nature of mountain infrastructure in the Himalayan belt and the urgent need for climate-resilient development and disaster preparedness. With the Rasuwagadhi route closed indefinitely, Nepal faces immediate logistical challenges and long-term questions about the reliability of its northern trade corridors. Natural disasters like this remind us how vulnerable mountain regions are to climate extremes and how essential preparedness and cooperation are. What do you think is the most urgent step Nepal and China should take to prevent such tragedies in the future? Should they A. build stronger early warning systems, B. improve infrastructure quality, C. share more real-time weather and river data, D. all of the above? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Your voice matters in shaping awareness and action. Stay safe and stay informed.